Deekly Weekly, Week 3 edition. Brought to you by Twisted Tea. You reached the stew. Also brought to you by Pepsi. 1,000 times better than Coke. And here's your host with the most, Steven Vincente DeCoster.
What it do, fam? We are back. Week 3 on the weekly. It's getting cold outside, which is a good thing for us big boys. The summer really just doesn't really do well for me. Really can't pop the old shirt off. People kind of get depressed when they see me with no shirt on. So sorry to my neighbors, Johnny K and other people around. Wild 2 weeks so far in the NFL and in the only league that matters. First trade finally went down. Wild. Sean Schnelson and the Deke. Deke pulls the trigger. He's got no Dak. You really didn't want to start Jimmy Garoppolo after picking him up. What a stupid fucking waiver claim that was. I wasn't riding with Jameis Winston again. I guarantee you he probably does great throughout the rest of his life, so that sucks. Injury bugs? Nobody's got them. I like that comment with Jimmy G or Jimmy Garino, where someone was like, you're not really the stinky cheddar, you're more the questionable cheddar. A lot of Q's and a lot of A's on your team, which is pretty wild, but I really think all your players are going to play anyway. So that's cool. You've got the semi-injury bug right now, but the bug will be coming soon. Michael, the Bones team is a joke. I'm not far behind him. Fernandez, what's going on with him? You know, he's a past champion, and he hasn't found his way yet. You have 4 people sitting at 0-2. I believe 4 at 2-0, and the rest in the middle, obviously. Separation, that's where I'm getting at. Separation, these are pivotal. This is a pivotal week right here. Are you going to be a contender like Coos, or are you going to be a bum like me or the Bone or Stavallo or Danny? All 3 past champions, by the way, are hanging out with Deke, who's still looking for his first title, maybe this year. Yes? Anything to say before we start the picks? All right. Let's wrap him up. We're going to get Calvin out of here and just wheel him away right now. Thank you, Calvin, being a special guest. I appreciate it. It's also brought to you by grilled cheese on whole wheat. I'm mandatory on the whole wheat. I'll eat it. I'll tolerate it. Still kind of white bread rules all. Not to say that black bread or green bread's any different, but white bread all the way. White bread. I live on White Bridge Road, so why wouldn't I eat white bread? And you're going to get to the picks. First game, we got Coos over Sean. Josh Allen continues to roll, 120 points for him. St. Brown, 4th round. He's going to break the NFL record for most consecutive games with 8 catches or more, which is pretty wild. This guy's only in his sophomore season. He's looking like Jerry Rice out there. So if you got any RPA, autograph, game used, jersey cards, numbered to 50, 1 out of 50, graded 9 or better, you're looking good. Probably sell that bad boy in 20 years for like $250. I only paid $100 for it. What an investment that is. Coos goes 3-0. Sean, Lamar Jackson takes a step back. Look for New England's defense to lock it down tomorrow. Bottle that guy up. Contract year, my ass. I'm more jealous. I hated Jackson last year. Ruined my whole season. Now I wanted him back. Couldn't get him. Could have traded him for him last week. Didn't pull the trigger. But Sean now is all in on Lamar Jackson and the master Bateman himself. But Sean goes 1-2. Coos, 261. Sean, 219. Mikey B, over Paul. Big games by Russell Gage and Mike Williams. He's got the combo with Justin Herbert. Good for him. Kittle returns for Paul, but falls short. Paul now is 1-2 as Mikey B moves to 3-0. Two people with Coos and Mikey B have never won ships are sitting there at 3-0 right now. Things are starting to look bright for their fantasy future. Will they get off the snide and win that elusive championship that has plagued them for so many years? Coos rolls. Dave over and look for Scary Terry to have a big game. Big up, Terry! Big up, Terry! Scary Terry, big game. And Kyler Red Murray, also big game. Shootout down in the desert with the Rams. Derek Carr, he's going into Tennessee. They're 0-2. I feel like Tennessee has something to prove. They're going to come out and play some great defense, shut Derek Carr and the Raiders down. And to me, the most knowledgeable sports person in our league, well, when it comes to football, probably in all sports, Anthony Stavallo goes 0-3. And which is shocking. He knows his stuff. But you know what? Fantasy's not about knowing things. It's about being piss lucky. Look at JP's team. That guy wears glasses, and he he randomly picks people, and he's good. Same thing with Tarullo. But anyway, Stavallo goes 0-3. Dave moves to 2-1. How does he do it every year? People think he's got somebody that drafts for him. I mean, I sat next to him at the draft. He did pretty well. Dave 2-1. 246 to 210. Dave rolls. Danny-O over Denny. Danny-O needs a big win this week. Look for Brady to have a big day. No receivers, no fucking problem. Mixon for Danny-O also gets it rolling. He actually playing against Joe Burrow. He continues to struggle. And now they are the second team to ever start 0-3, the Bengals, in the Super Bowl era after going to a Super Bowl. It's almost like, was Joey B a fluke all along? Was that season magical? Yes, it was. Burrow just not himself from last year. Danny-O rolls 219 to 187. Denny goes 1-2. Danny-O off the snide to 1-2. And you have 2 games left. The toilet bowl game of the week. And you know what? Deke needs? He needs a little star power right now. Even though he broke his heart, he traded for him. Matthew Stafford is back where he belongs in Dekeville. Not Whoville, he's back in fucking Dekeville. Stafford, monster game. And look for Deke's number 1 draft pick, Austin, let's do some shit, Eckler, to have a big game as well. You know your fantasy team's bad in a quarterback league if you are starting Danny Dimes. I mean, holy shit. What has happened to Michael the Bone Crone? Fell from he used to be good. He was good like 2 years ago, made the Final Four. Last year, disappointment. This year, it started off about as bad as it can get for Mikey. Deke rolls 231 to 181. He gets off the snide. Michael goes 0-3. And in the game of the week, 2-0 versus 2-0. JP versus Jimmy. Jimmy still holds the record for the greatest fantasy season of all time. He might only be 5'2" and sling hot dogs and play a lot of golf. I know he doesn't sling hot dogs anymore. But Jimmy Garino is he's a good fantasy player. I think it's more luck, but whatever. He's a good golfer, I tell you that. Masters, October 8th, see you there. Jimmy's a favorite. Anyway, JP over Jimmy. JP's team is stacked. I heard at the draft party that every time he took a pick, he drafted somebody, he went, I don't know, man. Because he's got no running backs, and I think that's no problem in this league. When you got Adams, Jamar Chase, Waddle, and his 4th fucking guy in the depth chart is Christian Kirk, who I always thought was white. And he's a black guy. Makes no difference at all. But, I mean, JP's team is stacked. rolling. I mean, it hurts, don't it, Jimmy? Jimmy, it's got Michael Gallup returns. That's not going to save you this week. The Frog, mediocre game, 82 points for him. Not really going to cut it. Well, you're going up against a monster like JP. JP, 251. In a barn burner, 241 Jimmy. JP goes to 3-0. And him and Coos are undefeated. Deekly Sleepers. Deekly Sleepers, if you do pay attention to this shit, I nailed it last week with Garrett Wilson. He went the fuck off. What the hell? Good for him. I keep on coughing. I apologize. 1 second. Let me just go off camera really quick. We'll be right back with these messages. Sorry about that, gentlemen. We are back with Deekly Sleepers. Like I said, Garrett Wilson, monster game last week. Pay attention to me. I will set you free in life. Jacoby, I love that law firm named Myers. Big game for him. 8 catches, $130, 1 TD for those Patriots. Going up against holy moly, Lamar and the gang Ravens. Jacoby Myers big. DJ, baby, chark for the Lions. No catches last week. Oh, fuck. What's up with that? DJ Chark comes out. Big game against Minnesota. 8 catches. Woo! $140. 2 touchdowns for DJ Baby Chark. You know what? Sky Moore. You name your son Sky, he better fly. Sky Moore has done nothing so far. One of those gassers, one of those draft this guy, he can do well things. He gets his first touchdown this week. Frog gives him a bomb. He's got it. Good for Sky Moore. Ridiculous player of the week. The ridiculous player of the week. None other than Matthew Stafford. He gets Deke a good 95 points. Welcome to the team. Welcome back to Dekeville. Good for him. Way to go for Matthew Stafford. Still, fuck you, Matthew Stafford. It's like every time, like I still haven't grown up at all. But watching Stafford win the Super Bowl last year, like I dreamed of that moment in my head for 12 years. And watching him win it with another team after a year being with the Lions, like, it really hurt. It really did. Like, honestly, I can almost cry how much it hurt. Like, it just really made me feel like shit. Like, you couldn't do it with me. It's like an ex-girlfriend that goes on to do great things. Meanwhile, you're still fucking jerking off. Like, come on. It's bullshit. It really is. This whole league's soft. The league is soft. A bunch of soft serves. If I finish last, I will golf in a dress and drink 9 Bacardi Limon shooters at the side 9. Come next year, April. I'll do that. I'll beat a guy. I ain't gonna finish last though. I'm gonna fucking finish first. I'm gonna win a championship. Lions gonna win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna take Denny, Coos, Crone, JP out to dinner, and we're all gonna laugh. But I'm gonna laugh a little bit more. Segue into that. Here are the 12 people that are most annoying that you don't want to bring to the bar. Now, this list is kind of weird, but I'm going to roll with it. So we're starting from who you would want to bring to the bar to who you really don't want to bring to the bar. Number 12, Danny Fernandez. Number 11, Dave. I've never seen Dave. He might have drank a Miller Lite one time. He'll be asleep in the back of the bar. Number 10, Polio. 9, Shonio. 8, Jimmy. 7, JP. Even though the one time he did celebrate at a bar, obviously the bouncer shut that down pretty quick by choke slamming him right the fuck out. So obviously, when JP is rowdy at a bar, they already know it. They've already been in contact with other bars. They know he is a rowdy guy. So he doesn't get that many chances. Number 6, Anthony. Number 5, Mikey B. Don't know why I put you up there, Mikey B. I love you always, whatever. Number 4, Crone. He might be that popular guy everybody loves. But Mike's a wild card. You never know what can go on with him or what can he say. Mikey being number 3, Denny. Danny, you're down this list, and people like to go to the bar with you, but still, wild card, you never know. Number 2 is Deco, me, yes, I am annoying. You never know what you're going to be in a bar. And number 1 is our favorite, 4th round, Sam Brown. I'm going to fuck you in the ass. Greg Cusell himself. Monster of all monsters. But really, I mean that in a nice way. I mean, honestly, I just got off the phone with Kuz, texted Kuz. He is, listen, we have a good group of guys here. We do. We really do have a good group of guys in this fantasy league. Everyone really is chill. I mean, we all have our problems, but whatever. But, yes, that's the list of the most annoying people to bring to a bar. I hope you enjoyed that. Next week, find out if Anthony Stavallo likes drinking Mountain Dew. I don't know. That could be one of the listings right there. That made no sense at all. I don't know why I said that. Really has been a wild 2 weeks. Teams that are 0-2 have to battle now. I mean, I wish we could look back at it. Not many teams starting 0-3 really made the playoffs. But I'm sure if it happened, maybe a small 1 or 2%. Myself, I mean, I'm going to do these weeklies. I promise you guys this year I'm going to do them every week. I was just talking to Dave, and you know what you do? Excuse me. Why are you laughing, Dave? No one even said anything. So yeah, the weeklies are going to be fun this year. I have a special thing coming out soon that y'all really going to enjoy. Everyone have fun tomorrow. Alexa, play a little Matt and Kim.
Here's some music by Matt and Kim on Amazon Music.
So everyone have fun tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. Week 3, you got Lions, Vikings, you got Dolphins, Bills, you got the G-Men on Monday night playing the rival Cowboys. It's going to be a blast. I wish everyone the best of luck. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. Just have a lot of fun in life. Hug your loved ones. They're special to everyone. I love you guys. Be safe. Be good.
Same street as you're the break in your head. Got a week together, we can drop a love with the wind. You're easy on the heat, straight knees, concrete. You make me better, so let's come together now. 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 See